Welcome, 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 my fellow Libras. So let us get started with your reading for this week. We know that Libras are in love with the idea of being in love. So let's see how much of an emotional week we're going to have here, Libras. So starting out, we have the World. So very nice card, very positive. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. A little bit of money coming into the picture. We have Death, so time for new beginnings, it seems. Let's see. The Ten of Cups, the High Priestess, the Eight of Swords, so some challenge in there. The Three of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Hierophant. So some very powerful cards in your reading for this week, Libra. And so starting with the World does represent joy and a sense of accomplishment, possible material gains, but definitely feeling like a goal has been met or a dilemma has been resolved. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. With the Two of Pentacles, our money card, the Two of Pentacles represents balance, being able to adapt, good time management and feeling resourceful, but it could still be an uncertain time for money or career. So you might be juggling your resources a little bit more than normal this week, particularly money and energy and time. But because you are going to be doing that, juggling these resources is going to be part of your week, you might actually learn a new skill, maybe even out of necessity. And of course, that speaks to the next card, the Death card. And of course, we know that death is representing the fact that something has to end in order for it to transition or transform into something else. This change is almost always for the better, and it's almost like a clearing or a renewal. So that lends to learning that new skill in order to bring you some balance and taking advantage of the fact that you are good with your time management. And then we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is our emotional card, and it literally represents love, joy, happiness, specifically when it comes to the family or the home life. And it brings you a great sense of self-esteem and a sense of connectedness, especially because you're thinking about family. So that is what we are thinking about with this card. The love and the joy and the happiness is something that is family centered. Then we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess represents intuition and insights, and it tells us that we should stop and listen to and trust our intuition. We should be receptive to messages from our higher self. So the High Priestess represents that higher self, that ability to step back and think about what you know is right, what you should be doing. Then we have the Eight of Swords. With the Eight of Swords, that represents a sense of blind trust, patience, and knowing when the right time to do something, but having the constraint to be able to wait. In that note, you might feel a little trapped, but you just have to trust in the right timing and stick with it, and it will pay off for you. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. With the Three of Pentacles, it represents creativity and recognition, success in business or career. So it might mean a raise in your status among your peers, possibly a raise, but all of these things are going to increase your productivity. They're going to cause an upswing in your enthusiasm. So the Three of Pentacles is a very positive money card. And then we have the Hanged Man. And with the Hanged Man, it's like a time to reflect, a time to step back and think about what it is you need right now. It's like taking a little pause, a break, or some downtime to contemplate what is your next move. So this might be a good time this week to study what it is that you want. Know that there is going to be some change coming with the Death card. Know that you are going to be more in tune to your intuitive self, that you're going to be able to tap into and listen to what your higher self is saying. And then last but not least, we do have the Hierophant. And now the Hierophant represents guidance and tradition, spiritual progress, actually, and you would be on the brink of spiritual growth. So this might be a good time for you to reach out to a wise leader or a mentor, which would be your Hierophant, or it could very well be your High Priestess. So you have two very strong influences in your life that this week you might actually be tapping into that resource, asking them for some advice toward this change that you're going to make for the better, and how you're going to be overcoming the challenge of that Eight of Swords, and that ability to not necessarily have blind trust, but definitely know that you're moving forward at the right time and you are keeping with your original ideas. So having those two strong figures to help you and being open to the fact that something will have to end in order for something new to grow, something that will expand your abilities. So that's basically how you will end up very happy with the world. As we said, that sense of accomplishment, possible material gains, but being able to meet your goals. And it would be involving these people who are going to be leaders to you, help you with advice, being able to overcome that challenge of the swords, the Eight of Swords, where it's speaking of the blind trust, and also reaching your financial goals with the Pentacles here. Looks like your financial issues are going to be positive. You're not going to have that worry. So being open to change is going to work in your favor, and seeking out the advice of people that you trust and you know care for you, that will definitely work to your advantage as well this week, Libra. The financial thing is very good because we know we like very, very nice things. We are very material at times. So knowing that your finances are going to be in good shape, you're going to be able to balance that. So we Libras do love balance. So it's nice to know that you are going to be good with your money this week. This is a week that you might be able to stick to your budget. Wouldn't that be nice? So that being said, just ask for advice and be open to it, and be open to change, because you have some big change coming. You have some big change coming, Libra, so you do want to be open to it. So that is what the cards are saying to me this week for you, my fellow Libras. Thank you so much for stopping by to see me, and until next week, here's to having a week full of joy, prosperity, and just overall well-being. Farewell, Libra.